News impact the Indian markets. We have our team who's joining in right now. I'll run you through the market cues. Abhishek will tell us all the stocks and news, and Mangalam will wind things down with all the cues coming in from the F&O market. Morning, gentlemen. I'll go first, though. Let's tell you about the market setup then. You know, we have the global cues, as we have been telling you. They're pretty much somber. A couple of factors played out there. You had the California governor who spoke about, shutting down some of those operations that were already started. So that's not great news on the back of the rising coronavirus cases. And the WHO, they didn't mix their words. They sounded an alarm as the coronavirus cases have risen by 1 million in just 5 days. So global cues in a bit of a tizzy. Now, in terms of our own market, yesterday we held on to the 10,800 odd mark. We briefly kissed that 200 DMA mark, and from there we did see a bit of a downtake. Reliance Industries and the IT companies, they batted for the bulls, and at the end of the day, we knew that the DIs, they were the culprits, because the FIs, they put in roughly around 200 crores odd, but the DIs, they sold nearly around 1,500 crores. So institutional net sell number was nearly around 1,000 crores. Now, the Nifty Bank is the problem point. It's corrected nearly around 800 points in just the last 2 trading sessions. In this period, the Nifty is more or less flattish, but the Nifty Bank has corrected 3.5%. I'm looking at the 20 DMA. Maybe, in fact, the Nifty Bank will correct another 300 points or so. And then, in fact, the 20 DMA is crucial for it to hold on to. The 21,730 odd mark. So keep an eye out on that mark. It's already seen a correction, maybe a bit of downside, and then you expect the Nifty Bank to take some kind of support. What are the levels you're looking at on the Nifty, though? The 200 DMA, the bulls would like to give one more charge towards that mark. For starters, we're going to start off in the red, but can we see some buying at lower levels? Remember, in the last week or so, we know that, in fact, 10,650, 10,700, that's been the buy zone for the bulls. So if you get that level, you'll see money coming in. But let's see whether or not the intraday dip as well is bought today. Most important, IT companies have done well in the last couple of trading sessions. So commentary from Wipro and Mindtree are going to be, top of mind. So we'll keep an eye out on those stocks. But talking about stocks and news, let's get Abhishek in. Abhishek, tell us all the stocks you're tracking this morning.
Good morning, Nigel. So we'll start with Goa Carbon. Acuit has revised the outlook to negative from stable because of the fact that they have reported operating and net loss in FY20. Coming back to action in terms of work profile, Bata says that they have reopened about 1,200 out of 1,400 stores. All the manufacturing, warehousing and establishments have started operations. However, they are going slow on the new store opening front. Coming on to Adani Green, they have added about 50 megawatt of solar power in Q1 in Rajasthan. So total capacity right now in solar power is a little under 2,600 megawatts. Coming on to full stop, or the business getting stopped, is at BF Utilities. The company has decided to put a full stop on its operations at its Pune branch due to the fact that Pune Municipality Corporation has had a lockdown effect over there. BALAJI Telefilms, an actor over there, tested positive for COVID-19, due to which all the operations across television shows have come to a halt. Cipla, there is a delay in patient enrollment under phase 2A study of their Pulzamol drug, which is actually managed by Pulmatrix, which has now got terminated. So they'll begin the phase 2B in a phased manner, but with longer dose duration and efficacy. Fundraising, where the money is the talk. Godrej Industries, they have approved NCD raising of about 750 crores. Phoenix Mill, they have taken a board approval to raise up to 1,100 crores. However, they have also raised 100 crore via preferential allotment to a promoter group. City Union Bank, they have taken a board approval to raise about 1,100 crores. 600 crores of this will come via equity and 500 crore via debt. Back to you.
Okay, Abhishek, so you have got us, set in terms of all the stocks we need to look at. But let's wind this down then by going across to Mangalam. Well, Mangalam, unwinding continues from the FIs on index futures. I'm a little worried about the call writing all of a sudden. You tell us.
That's right. So, two factors explain the sort of decline that we saw from the top yesterday from the 200-day moving average. One was the domestic institutional investors selling in the cash market, close to around 1,500 crore worth sale. This compares with the FII purchase of 200 odd crores. The second was long unwinding that we saw in index futures yesterday. Close to 8,000 contracts on the long side were unwound. The interesting thing, however, was the Nifty Bank, which underperformed, which saw a premium expansion. So the Nifty Bank premium actually expanded to 85 odd points, while the Nifty futures premium was around 5 odd points. So not much out there. The Nifty Bank is something we'll be watching out for, whether there was some contra longs built out there or not. In terms of options, yes, they bought more calls, close to around 16,000 calls. That compares with 7,000 puts, but they wrote many more calls than they bought than they wrote puts. So that's telling you that the hurdle around that 200-day moving average is something that is giving bears the ammunition. We'll watch out for whether we go ahead and do cross that yesterday's high of close to 10,900. If that happens, these short call writers will have to unwind their positions. Where was the maximum action? On the lower end, we saw a fair amount of writing at both 10,700 and 10,800 put. So that's telling you yesterday's low of 10,750 is an important mark. That's where the SGX Nifty is indicating a start. And on the upper end, yesterday's high gives us an important reference point to watch out for. Not only the 200-day moving average, but yesterday's high of just shy of 10,900 is something we will keep an eye out on. And finally, a couple of stocks. Watch out for Escorts and Sale. They re-enter F&O ban after going in and out. And finally, we have BHEL, which is out of F&O ban. And this morning, we have a brokerage downgrade too. So let's see how that stock pans out.
All right, so you're set for the morning trade. Then I've given you the global cues and the market cues. Abhishek's filled us in with the stocks and news, and Mangalam's wind things down with all the F&O cues.